was feeling better.
What not going to a party does for you? How did it go?
Oh, it was a dead loss. You're making a dam? Still playing at little boys?
I'm not playing, though, girl, see? I'm thinking. If we dam this river into pools, we could start a fish farm.
What for?
Well, there's lots of money in fish. We could sell fresh trout to the hotels.
Oh, look, there's not much point in us not eating animals when we encourage others to, is there?
Gotta live, though, haven't we?
Yeah, but what about the fish? You've seen what they do to trout in hotels? Oh, forget the idea.
Oh, well. It's only a thought, anyway.
Do you like breakfast?
Yes. I feel like a nice big plate of bacon and eggs.
You mean porridge?
I mean a plate of bacon and eggs.
You're not serious, are you?
I'll show you how serious I am, girl.
David!
Porridge for you, girl. Fried eggs for me, right? Oh, come on now.
Go on. I'm not stopping you. I hope they choke you, that's all.
Gwenny.
Don't Gwenny me. I can't stand men who... I don't know why you came here in the first place.
Can't stand men who what?
Men who haven't got the guts to...
Oh, like Jack, you mean? Is that what you mean?
I'm talking about willpower.
And where did you sleep last night? That's a question of willpower too, isn't it?
What's going on?
Breakfast.
Oh.
If you want an egg, say so now, because I'm going to eat the lot.
You're what?
I'm going to eat 6 fried eggs at least.
You'll be sick.
And I don't care.
David's gone mad. But he's going to eat eggs.
I know.
You two had a quarrel? What's going on?
I'm moving out.
I've made tea.
Oh, yes.
Shall I pour you one? It's not been made long.
You'll have to move.
No, I was waiting for you to say it.
What?
Every time you get round this side of the table, you say you'll have to move.
You couldn't put yourself out and move before I said it.
You've said it that many times, Annie, you'd say it if I weren't here.
Well, how about moving instead of talking about it?
Oh, all right, I'm going. I'll be taking Bess for a walk.
Where do you keep things like screwdrivers?
In shed out back. That's if Joe ever remembered to put it back last time I used it.
Joe not back yet.
No, not yet.
There's a bracket broken. I'll get it up and take it down to Frank's and he'll have something. You fancy a trip to the village?
Oh, that'd be a nice change.
Thought you were taking the dog out.
I'll walk her back. I'll take my time.
See you does, Henry.
You could do with a rest. Don't just stop even on Sundays.
Oh, some jobs have to be done, no matter what day of week it is.
Oh, well, I'll just get my shoes on then. Oh, Annie, you can do this when I'm gone.
Daisy's milk yield seemed a bit low this morning. What do you think?
I can't say I noticed.
I'll have to ask Matt about it. Happen's normal. Can't say I know much about cows.
Never thought Henry'd turn farmer. Not a real one, I mean.
Oh, it takes more than a couple of mornings milking to make a farmer, Annie.
He's getting interested in day-to-day running.
I notice he hasn't offered to muck out yet.
Does he talk to you when you milk him?
He asks my advice.
Does he talk about the animals?
Happen, he talks to 'em. When he thinks I'm not listening, well, that's now and that. I mean, we all do, don't we?
Can't imagine Henry doing it.
He'll have his work cut out talking to 180 pigs. It'd be a bit different then.
If it ever happens.
Big unit, why shouldn't it?
Might be what's worrying him.
Well, he doesn't look worried to me.
You'll never notice anything. Funny the way he's taken to cows, though.
Mended to the one, have you?
Yes, thank you. Don't want place cluttered up with rubbish.
Janie. I'm sorry we got to party too early.
You'll have to wait for your lunch. I'm going to church.
How long's this going on for?
What?
Not talking.
I'm talking.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Not expecting your mother, are you?
I'll get on with potatoes.
Hello, come in.
Hello, Frank. Not bothering you, are we?
No, not one for lying in, you know. You've been doing some work, have you?
Oh, hardly Sunday best. Sorry.
Oh, we don't stand on ceremony here. It's Mr. Wilkes and Sam. She's busy in kitchen.
I haven't seen you since wedding. How you been keeping?
Oh, fine, thank you. It's not too early to offer you a cup of coffee, is it?
Oh, well, we don't want to trespass on your hospitality.
Oh, it's no trouble. Can you make some coffee, love?
I wondered if you'd got a bracket, something like that.
Oh, well, I expect we can manage it. Excuse me a minute. Jenny? Excuse me.
Happened we came at wrong time. Huh?
Sam?
Huh?
Who do you think's got the best herd of cows round here?
Oh, Lord, somebody, Ripponway. He always getting off with big prizes. That's what I read, mind.
Got a name for it, has he?
Nobody ever has a look in. There was something about him in last week's paper. I'll find it for you when we get home.
Thanks.
Sorry, Jenny's a bit off colour this morning. We went to a party last night.
Oh, dear.
Well, she's a bit out of practice, like me.
Pig unit coming on.
Not as quick as I'd like.
Oh, daft idea from start.
Jenny and me went up there, had a look, watched them students digging.
All right.
Pity you'll have to cover it over. I've got a book here about the sort of stuff they've been digging up. Oh, you might like to borrow it.
Thanks.
Them books you were going to let me have, all gone, have they?
Afraid so.
I sometimes think if this place caught fire, the books would be the first thing I'd rescue. We're looking forward to spending an evening browsing round your library.
Well, perhaps we can get together in the Woolpack over a pint.
Oh, I'd like that.
Thanks.
Take it with you. It's none of my business, I know, but these pigs of yours, if you keep them penned up too long, they turn savage, you know. Same with hens. They remove their beaks to stop them pecking each other.
Well, at least ours are still running about.
Can't think what's happened to that coffee.
Oh, well, perhaps we can look for a bracket.
Aye, come into the forge.
Shouldn't you be going home? Don't want to get rid of you, but they must be wondering where you are.
Oh, happen they'll know where I am. Not much to do round here Sunday afternoons, except mooch around.
Is that all you do in your spare time? Mooch around?
Live here for long, you find out that's all you can do. Till the pub's open.
Might as well be dead.
That's why I want to get out before I am.
I thought all farmers' sons drove fast sports cars and went to Chinese restaurants on Sunday evenings.
Depends on the farm. Sugdens don't seem to have got beyond Stone Age. Oh, I happen to think to look up now that Henry's in charge.
I think you should stay.
That's what they all say. Thought you'd be different.
I can see why you want to leave, but where do you want to go?
Anywhere.
I'm being serious. Suppose tomorrow you sold your bit of the farm. Where would you go?
Into Bradford by bike.
I give up.
Good, well, come on down here with me.
Being a farmer seems to have taught you something.
Going to a party certainly has. Come.
Joe!
Didn't object last night.
Well, I do now.
What do you want to do then?
Oh, just sit quietly and talk. We didn't get to bed until 3 o'clock.
Hey, not been up that late before.
You are seeing life, aren't you?
About time I did something.
Before I came, did you feel the same way about leaving?
Oh, aye.
It wasn't just me then.
Get wed, shall we?
What did you say?
Married. Get married. What's so funny?
Well, it's just that for a moment I thought you were serious.
That was a damn stupid thing to do.
Is that all you came to tell
Now, look
me?
here, my girl.
I'm not your girl. So you go straight back where you came from.
Look, I'm sorry what I said about Jack, I mean. I just lost my temper a bit, that's all. I wasn't myself.
I don't care who you were.
Jealous, I was. My Celtic temperament playing me up again. It's no business of mine who you sleep with.
You're right, it isn't. And for your information, I haven't been sleeping with anybody.
You slept in his room, though.
I slept in his bed, too. It just so happens he wasn't in it at the time.
I made a fool of myself then, haven't I?
That's right.
You come back to the mill,
What for?
start again.
Start what again?
Oh, hell, look, Gwen. You and me, it's like in Cardiff when you left the last time. I couldn't work, see? I need you. I like having you around.
To boost your ego.
Maybe. I'll put you back on the bike, shall I? I'll work like a maniac, I will.
Oh, nobody in then? Hey, what are you doing in dark, eh? Saving electricity?
Just sitting. Ever get you anything?
Oh, a cup of tea wouldn't come amiss. Eh, all that hymn singing, it makes you dry.
When you're not used to it. Many in church?
About 40, I guess.
Ah, aye. That Jim Latimer's parents were there. I wonder they dare show their faces.
I was just thinking of Sharon.
Well, if they'd brought that lad up properly, Annie.
Easy to say. Strikes me none of us has much idea.
Is Joe not back yet? I don't know why we'd bother. First it was Marion.
You don't think he's gone abroad, do you?
Do you think he's still up at the mill? Like me to go and see?
He'll turn up in his own time. I've learnt my lesson. Jacob was always on at Jack.
Oh, he'd not be likely to knock, would he? You don't think there's anything happened to him, Annie?
Oh, come in.
Oh, it's you. Hello, Mrs. Sutherland. Have you seen Joe? Not since lunch. Isn't he here? It was Joe I wanted to see.
No, he didn't turn up for milking either.
Sit you down.
That's our fault, I'm afraid. He overslept after the party.
He's not at mill then?
He left about 1:30. I thought he was coming straight back here.
Daft tricks they get up to at his age. What did you want to see him about?
Oh, just a word. Something I said.
Well, you're not the only one who wants a word with him. And what have you got to say for yourself, eh? Not turning up for the milking yesterday?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilkes. I came down to apologise. I haven't been very well, see.
Well, if you don't eat, you can't expect to be well.
Well, I came down to see if you'd take me on again.
All right. Your last chance, though. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock sharp.
Not for milking?
We'll think about that later.
Well, if Joe don't turn up...
He'll turn up.
Oh, we've got to find him first.
He wouldn't do anything silly, would he?
Silly.
Evening.
Oh, and what's happened to you? Can't keep away?
Oh, Peggy wants to finish the monthly accounts. Says, can she have any receipts?
You know where they are.
Aye. I feel like a burglar.
There's another one here.
Oh, ta. Thanks. Well, I'll better be getting back. Is there something wrong?
Have you seen Joe?
Oh, he's up at our place.
Heck.
What's he doing there?
Oh, just sitting about. Proper misery is as well. He's been up there all afternoon.
What's the matter with him?
Can I come back with you, Matt?
If you like.
May be able to cheer him up a bit, that's all.
There's a cable running from the cottages over the hill.
I know.
Well, you never said. You let David go on about generating our own.
God's help those who help themselves.
Don't you want me to work?
Please yourself.
Oh, look, Jack, be reasonable. I can't work without power. It's your mill, and I can't install it without your consent.
I don't know. Might tempt me to buy all sorts of labour-saving gadgets I don't need.
Well, David said he could do the wiring.
Yo-ho!
Can I come up?
Can he come up? Yes!
Oh.
I have been asked to explain that whenever you find us in a compromising situation, you may rest assured we are just good friends. How's that?
How'd you get on?
8 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, that's two of you employed.
I've been asking about the power.
Okay, is it?
I must get on with my work.
It would add value to the property.
Wasn't thinking of selling.
I'll tell you what, I'll get the electricity board to come and have a look. It wouldn't commit you to anything.
Do what you like as long as it doesn't disturb me.
You're not caught a cold, have you?
No,
We're none too warm up with that mill.
I'm all right.
It's gone on long enough, hasn't it? There's no sense in spoiling another evening.
Weren't my fault first one was spoilt.
I can't do more than say I'm sorry.
Making me look a fool in front of others.
Nay, I didn't do that. It was just a misunderstanding. When we explained it, they understood.
I'm not talking about arriving early.
Well, what are you talking about then?
Making me look a fool in front of everyone at party.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Telling everyone how cheap honeymoon were.
Well, it were cheap.
I know, but there's no need to say it, though. In front of people we hardly know.
Well, I don't believe in pretending to be somewhat I'm not.
And talking to Jack all evening about all them writers I'd never even heard of. I know I'm ignorant. You no need to show everyone, though.
You should have just sat there and looked beautiful.
And that's another thing. Letting me wear that dress when nobody else bothered to dress up. How do you think I felt?
I bothered.
You what?
I were in my best clothes, remember?
Oh, well.
I felt a right tailor's dummy. Forget all about it, shall we? Silly thing to quarrel over.
Went to quarrel.
Well, whatever it was. Shall I make a cup of tea?
Oh, I think I'll get on up.
Been a long day.
Aye.
You'll not wake Joe when you go up.
Oh, you could fire a shotgun over him, he'd not wake.
Tired but cheerful. That's what you used to say to us kids. Remember?
I never said that.
You did. And we stopped up late playing in hayfields.
I'd never say anything so daft as that. Tired but cheerful. Might be where Joe was, but I never said that.
Oh, go to bed.
Aye, I think I will. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Good night, Henry.
Night, sir.
Tired but cheerful.
Might as well come and sit back far for a bit.
Aye.
Glad you said nothing to Joe when you got back.
Half asleep like that, it wouldn't have done much good.
Our trial sometimes.
Yeah.
Marion worrying you?
No. Shows, does it?
Sometimes. What you been working out?
Future.
On the back of an old envelope.
Annie, I'm not going on with the pig unit.
It's entirely up to you, is it?
Oh, this is the company, I know. I was just working out how much we stood to lose if we stopped now.
Can we stop? What about Builder?
Well, Buckley is a problem, but I think he'll settle for the work he's done already. And when I tell him that that accident up top wasn't quite such an accident as we thought.
What's changed your mind?
Lots of little things. Something Amos said about things lying buried. Something Buckley himself said. And Jack's got something up his sleeve. That planning chap's after me for something. And Matt's not sold on the idea. I'm getting old, Danny. A few years back, I'd have taken them all on. Something Frank Blakey said had a lot to do with it. But most of all, it's Jack. Much as I hate to admit it.
You don't want to believe everything Jack says.
Oh, I'm not worried about his threats. Just happened that for once, he made sense. Made me stop and think where I was going.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure yet. I've not sleep on it. I've got one or two ideas, though.
You're not thinking of leaving?
I'm not leaving. Ideas I've got concern us.
Us? You mean company?
Oh, and the company, too.
I thought, when you said us...
I've not did. Good night, Annie. Sleep well.
And you, Henry.